Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day today. I'm going to start us off by reading out of Galatians 2:20. It says, "I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself up for me." Jesus, the Son of God, loves you and showed that by giving himself up for you. When he died and rose again, he defeated sin. And he's called us to do the same, to die to ourselves and live a new life firmly rooted in him. So what does it mean to die to ourselves? It means that naturally we're going to live for our flesh, which means doing things that we want to do that serves ourselves, not what God has asked us to do. He has asked us to put all of that aside, to die to it, and live a new life. And this new life, he's called us to live by faith in the Son of God. That means waking up each day, giving it all to him and trusting in him, giving him our decisions, our time, and allowing God to be the Lord over our lives. When we do that, it says here, it's no longer I who live, but it's Christ living through me. And we have abundance of joy and peace and hope in that place. So today, while you're on your mat, I encourage you to just think on this verse. How can I die to myself today? Die to my selfish desires and the things of me, and allow Christ to live through me and to shine through me. It will be evident in your words and in your actions, and it'll change your life. So go ahead and grab your mat and your water, and let's get started. All right, friends, today we're going to get started sitting back onto the heels with the knees together. Inhale, reach the fingertips high, and exhale, hands to heart center. Bring the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Open up the chest and release the forehead back. Inhale. Exhale, keeping the hands together. We're going to start to fold down, bringing the chest onto the thighs and reaching those hands as high as we can. Getting a nice shoulder stretch here. Inhale, come back to center. Open up the chest, release the hands and the forehead back and down. Exhale, fold down, reaching those hands high. Awesome, let's take this one more time. Inhale, come back to center. Open up the chest. Exhale, fold down. Awesome, and when you're ready, release the hands down into a child's pose, and then just take a moment to breathe here, opening up the lower back, reaching the fingertips forward. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Awesome. We're going to slowly press into a cow pose by coming up onto the knees and the hands and letting the chest drop down, opening up the front of the body. Inhale through the nose and exhale, round the spine into cat pose, and then use that rounded spine to start to press into a downward facing dog, lifting the hips high, straightening out the legs. And then whenever you've made it, let the chest come in towards the thighs, spread the fingertips out wide, and inhale in your downward facing dog, maybe pedaling out the legs, walking out your dog. Open mouth, exhale. Great job. Inhale, reach the right toes high for three-legged dog. And exhale, step that foot to the outside of the right hand, coming into a lizard pose. Staying on the hands, let's inhale, open up the chest, press the crown of the head towards the sky. Open mouth, exhale. Use the right hand to press that right knee away, opening up the hip a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center, and then maybe staying on the hands or dropping to the elbows. Close the eyes and just take a moment here to breathe into that right hip in your lizard pose. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Deep breath in, bringing oxygen into that right hip. Open mouth, exhale, maybe coming a little bit deeper into this stretch, letting go of tightness with our exhales. One more deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, we're going to come back onto the hands and walk that foot over to the left hand. Drop the right knee down and come into your pigeon posture. Again, staying on the hands to open up the chest and the upper body. Inhale, pressing the head away from the mat. And exhale, slowly make your way down onto the elbows, resting the head onto the forearms and closing the eyes. Inhale and exhale. Great job. We're going to bend that left knee and flex through the foot. And then take the hands back and interlace them around the ankle. And then begin to press that foot and lift the chest away from the mat. Opening up here through the upper body, lifting away. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome job. One more deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale, release that left foot behind you and open up the chest towards the left side of the mat. Take that left knee on top of the right and find a shoelace pose. So the heels are coming beside the hips. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, maybe you start to fold down in your shoelace pose if that's available today. Just staying wherever you're able today. Really opening up through the sides of the hips. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly come back to center if you weren't already. Inhale. Reach the left fingertips high. Get a side stretch here. Opening up towards the right. Exhale. Release the left hand down. Reach over with the right hand. Opening up through the right side of the body. And then exhale, plant that right hand down to the mat and untwist the legs, coming into a wide-legged forward fold facing the opposite side. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Maybe it feels good to nod the head yes and shake the head no, letting go of any neck tightness here. Grabbing onto the ankles or sending the fingertips through the legs, pulling the chest in a little bit closer into this deep stretch. One more deep breath in. And exhale, walk the hands over to the left foot and turn the feet forward, coming into a runner's lunge. So keeping the hands planted onto the mat, inhale. And exhale, take the right hand to the center of the mat. Slide that left foot all the way back and make your way into a side plank. Stacking the heels on top of each other, reaching those left fingertips high, and finding strength through the core. Inhale, feel free to take a modified side plank by bringing that right knee down onto the mat, or bringing that left foot on top of the right leg. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Release that left hand down. Come to center. And Chaturanga Dandasana, take a Vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome job. Let's take that same movement on the opposite side. Inhale, the left toes high for three-legged dog. Exhale, step that foot to the outside of the left hand for lizard pose. Inhale, open up the chest here, reach the head tall. And exhale, use that left hand to press the knee away from the body. Inhale. Awesome. Exhale, come back to center and maybe drop down to the elbows or stay high. Close the eyes and focus in on that breath. Inhale. Breathing into that left hip, opening up that space. Open mouth, exhale it out. Inhale one more deep breath in your lizard pose. And exhale, come back onto the hands if you weren't already. Heel toe that foot over to the right hand and press through those hands, opening up the upper body. Inhale. Exhale, release all the way down into a sleeping pigeon. Resting the forehead down, close the eyes and breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. One more deep inhale. And exhale, bend that right knee, flex through the foot. Use the hands to interlace them around the ankles, and then start to press through that right foot, lifting the chest away from the mat. Inhale, open up the chest. Open mouth, exhale it out. Great job. Can you lift just an inch higher here? Inhale. And exhale, release that foot back behind you. Open up the chest and the hips towards the right side. And then stack that right knee on top of the left. Find your version of shoelace pose. Again, maybe staying high, or maybe starting to fold down, getting a deeper stretch through the glutes and through the hips. Inhale, focusing in. Open mouth, exhale, taking note of where the body is tight today, where it might need some extra attention and breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out. Great job. Come back to center if you weren't already. Reach the right fingertips high, getting a side stretch through the body. Inhale. And exhale, release that hand down, reach over with the left fingertips. Opening up through the left side of the body. Inhale, come back to center, release that left hand down, and then untwist the legs, coming all the way into your wide-legged fold, facing the opposite side. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Awesome. Take your fold to whatever is available today. Maybe grabbing onto the ankles, maybe sending the fingertips through the legs, or you can use a block under the hands to stabilize you here a little bit more. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Awesome. One more deep breath in. And exhale, walk the hands over to the front foot. Turn the toes forward, coming into your runner's lunge. Inhale. And exhale, plant that left hand in the center of the mat. Slide the right foot all the way back and take your side plank. Awesome. Stabilizing from the core. Really becoming strong here through that arm. Inhale, taking whatever version you'd like to today. Open mouth, exhale it out. The breath is so important in this posture. Inhale. And exhale. Great job. Slowly release that right hand down, find your high plank, and then take your Vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. And exhale, you're going to jump to a yogi squat position. So letting the knees come out wide, maybe placing a block underneath the tailbone if that feels good. Bring the hands to heart center and let the elbows press the knees open, breathing into the hips. Reaching the crown of the head tall, getting a really long spine here. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. We're going to place the left hand on the ground, pressing the elbow against the left knee, and then reach the right fingertips high. Inhale. Elongating through the right side of the body, opening up the left hip a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe you stay here or maybe you take a bind in this posture, bringing the hands behind the back. Left elbow wraps around that left knee. Gaze is coming towards the right side. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. One more deep breath here in this twist. And exhale, gently release down, and we're going to take it to the other side. Right hand plants onto the mat, and then reach the left fingertips high. So that right elbow is pressing the right knee a little bit deeper into this yogi squat. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Maybe you stay here, maybe you take your bind. Holding hands behind the back. Either posture is really great for this stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Come back to center. Plant the hands, lift the hips, heel toe the feet back to the center. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold down. Inhale, slowly roll up all the way to extended mountain. And exhale, hands to heart center. And we're going to begin to bring all of the weight into that left foot and find a dancer pose. So bending that right knee, grabbing onto the foot or the ankle, reach the left fingertips high, and then as you begin to press into that hand with the foot, reach the left fingertips forward, tilting over into your dancer pose. Inhale, finding your balance, focusing your gaze. Open mouth, exhale. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly begin to drop the left fingertips to the mat or finding a block. Think about your left hip being the center of your balance, like the fulcrum of a teeter-totter. The left hand comes down while the right foot comes high. If you need to try again, if you fell out of it, feel free to do so. But we're going to find our way into a half moon posture. Inhale, opening up through that right hip. Awesome job. Exhale it out. One more deep breath here in your half moon. And exhale, gently and slowly make your way into a warrior two pose. Reaching the fingertips out long, stabilizing yourself through the legs, getting a nice deep lunge here. Inhale. And exhale, flip the front palm, take it back for peaceful warrior. Open up the left side of the body. Exhale, come back through the center, straighten that left leg and come down into triangle pose with the left fingertips, finding a block or the mat. Reach the right fingertips high and the gaze follows that right hand. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Release that right hand down, reach the left fingertips high and find revolved triangle. Getting a little twist here in our posture. Opening up the chest towards the left side of the mat. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center and rise up for warrior two. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step it back and take your Vinyasa flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Bring the gaze towards the front of the mat. Step or hop your way into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, slowly rise up all the way into extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring the weight into the right foot, and we're going to slowly find our dancer pose on the opposite side. Grabbing onto that left ankle or foot, reaching the right fingertips high, and then again, using that right hip like the center of balance, like the teeter-totter. Reach the fingertips forward as the back leg starts to lift. Inhale. Exhale, finding your balance here. Really strong through that right leg. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, slowly start to bring those right fingertips all the way down, meeting the mat or meeting a block. And finding your half moon posture. Great job moving slowly here, using the breath, and then begin to breathe into that left hip as you're in your half moon. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release that left foot down, rise up into your warrior two. Becoming strong here, reaching out long. Inhale. Exhale, flip that front palm, take it back for peaceful warrior. Inhale. And exhale, back to center, triangle pose. Straightening that front leg, reaching the left fingertips high. Inhale. Gaze comes high. Exhale, coming a little bit deeper into this stretch. Inhale, release the left fingertips down, and exhale, reach the right fingertips high, coming into your revolved triangle pose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. Awesome. Come back to center, rise up for warrior two, and then cartwheel the hands down, step it back, Vinyasa flow, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, use the breath here. Upward facing dog. Exhale it out, moving into your downward facing dog. Take a moment here to just breathe into your dog. Maybe walking out the feet, or maybe finding stillness with the heels. Breathing into the hamstrings. Inhale. And exhale, rest the knees down onto the mat and take a child's pose. Sending the hips back onto the heels, reach those fingertips forward. Inhale. Exhale. Slowing down the body in this pose. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Come to center, and we're going to swing those feet around. Give those knees a hug. And then slowly release the back all the way down onto the mat, planting the feet into the mat. Open up the arms to a T and begin to drop the knees over to the right side. Inhale them back to center, and exhale, drop them to the left. Use your breath to take some slow windshield wipers, working out through the lower back and the hips. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome job. When you're ready, pull those knees into the chest, give them a tight hug. And we're going to let the knees fall over to the right side of the mat. Arms come out to a T again, and the gaze falls over to the left side. Taking a supine twist with both legs. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Feeling a really deep stretch through the left side of the body. One more deep breath in. And exhale, pull the knees back into the center. And then send those knees over to the left side. And the gaze falls to the right. Inhale. And exhale. Great job. Can you let those knees fall just a little bit closer towards the mat? Inhale. And exhale. Bring the knees back into the center. Give them one last hug. And send the toes long down the mat for Shavasana pose. Arms coming down beside the body. Close the eyes. And as we're here, I want to just leave you with a few questions to rest on, spend some time in prayer or journaling about, seeking the Lord in these questions. Do you believe that Jesus died on the cross to defeat your sin so that you may live a life in relationship with Him? Jesus has called you to a new life. What things do you still need to let go of in order to follow Him more closely? How can you allow Christ to live and shine through you today? God, we thank you for your love today. Thank you for all that you have done to show just how deep and how wide your love is for us, Lord. Help us to walk with you, to let go of our past self, to let go of the old, and walk in the newness that you have given us. Would you live and shine through us today, Jesus? Let our words be your words and guide us through every decision that we make today. We love you, and it's in your name that we pray. Amen. Thank you guys so much for moving and breathing with me today and resting on this truth. I look forward to seeing you next time.